everyone! Welcome to WelcomeTech channel. My name is Elizabeth. On this channel we are sharing with you all the important tips and tricks and other information on getting a global talent visa yourself. So recently one of our clients got an endorsement. So here it is. This is a screenshot of the endorsement letter. He's very proud of it, he's very happy, and we are very happy too, and we have decided to share with you some information about our client. So what was his case about? Maybe someone will find some similarities with their case and maybe this will be useful. And still I want to tell you guys how do we work and how do we help people to get their endorsements and what this case was about. Let's start with introducing the client. We will not release any names. There could be like company names or personal names. So we will just call him a client. It was a very interesting case. That's why we have decided to share it with you guys, because it was not a pure IT thing and our client wasn't even a developer, a programmer, you know, in this classical point of view, but he still got his endorsement, even though many people believe that only people who do write the code with their hands, only they can get the global talent visa, which is not true. And this case of course proves it. And I would even say like 75% of people that we work with on the global talent visa, they are not developers. They do not write any code and stuff. So the second thing that is interesting about this case is that it was not purely the IT thing, because our client was the CEO of a health tech startup and he was really close to like the medical field, even closer maybe than to the IT field. He was the CEO of the startup that was developing in Russia, and it was one of the largest elderly care startups, so for people who needed like a permanent care for a long time. And this was the platform that was developing the convenient programs for medical workers, how to take care of specific patients, and it was like a big database of all the patients and the effective and convenient type of taking care of them, which is not that much connected to IT itself, but it was a platform. So it satisfied the technicians' demand for the projects to be like digital, product-led digital technology companies. It was a product-led digital technology company. And it was very important also, and something that many people who are CEOs, right, they do not do for some reason in their global talent visa cases, is that they show a lot about the company, about the metrics of the company, the like maybe annual revenue, the amount of employees, anything that is connected to the company itself, but they do not share anything that is connected to their own contributions to this company. And you can ask me, I am a CEO, this is so obvious, what have I done to this company? But it's not actually. And for technician specifically, you will need to write a lot about what you personally have done. It really is a rule for any kind of profession, but when you work in a kind of a corporation and or maybe just a company, quite a big company, and you are a product manager, it is like logical that you will not talk about the company that you work for, because it does not really matter. Only about your products, only about your projects, something that you have done for that, about your contributions. But if you're a CEO, sometimes they say that this is so obvious. It is obvious. Why should I tell about that? You should. You should tell about that, and you should not forget doing that. And our client have also like spread his expertise into other countries. He got his startups into new markets, which was another big thing in his career and in his global talent visa application. I wouldn't say that he was like a very big entrepreneur, because it would be obvious that this kind of a person would get the visa, but it's not that big of a company. and still he got his global talent visa. Besides that, besides this contribution to the field, like to the health tech, we have also shown his like recognition. So we choose mandatory criteria 2 and 3 for his application. So we've chosen optional criteria 2 and 3 for his case. So I think I've told you enough about the mandatory criteria, which was obviously like the fact that he found the company and he have spread it to other places, to other countries, and about his contribution to this company too. We have also focused on like the optional criteria too, which is also interesting in some way, because when we think about the optional criteria too, which if you don't know sounds like recognition of your work outside your main job, and it is actually, sometimes people think about the articles, of course, and the articles that people have written, so that the applicants have written, but it's not always true. But in our case, there were no articles that our client have written, but there were a lot of articles that were written about him and about his product. So if there is an article about the product that you develop, you can, of course, talk about that in your resume, and you can put it in like optional criteria 3, maybe in mandatory criteria sometimes, not as a main evidence, but as a part of the evidence, right? Because I can, for example, I want to tell in this piece of evidence about about the product that I was working on, and by the way, this product was mentioned in this, media, and you can talk about that. But in the case when there is an article about the product, when your name mentions, this is more important of an article, and you can put it in optional criteria too. That's what we have done. He have also spoken a lot, but he's spoken about medical issues, maybe mostly, not about the IT thing, and there were about only 2 conferences that we could say were IT related, and we have also mentioned them as separate pieces of evidence. It is still very important about your articles, right? When you are providing articles for technician, it is important to include every article that is related, because sometimes people have more than 3 or 4 articles that you can include in pieces of evidence, more than 3 or 4 like conferences, right? But you still need to show it to your caseworker who will be assessing your application. So this is why it is very important to mention them in CV. And that is also something that we have done. We have mentioned like big list of different articles, maybe mentions of the product of this person, and I think this was something that really helped us to win this application. Yes, so this is our story. This is it. I was happy to share it with you guys. If you're interested, we will be doing that more. And if you are interested in getting global talent visa, if you want to get it yourself, if you want to work with us, because we do have several caseworkers that work individually on your case, so you can have different opinions on them. Each of them have more than 20-30 successful cases. So this is the way we work, and this is the way we bring our clients good results. So please contact us for a free consultation. We will happy to assist you, to help you with choosing relevant criteria and so on and so forth. So yeah, have a great day, and thank you very much for watching.